it's a deer or elk, but something must have had a meal right here. Yeah, you check it out, Chad. Oh.
This chilling set of photos was posted by a Reddit user, and what they captured will send shivers down your spine. While walking with his dad through death row at the old Missouri State Penitentiary, he decided to snap a few pictures. Everything seemed normal until they looked closer. In one of the photos, standing right behind his dad, was the faint shadow of a woman's figure, someone who clearly wasn't there. His dad later said that, near the end of the walk, his legs suddenly gave out, almost like something had drained his strength. If you zoom in on the third photo, you can see her, a dark, ghostly shape lurking in the hallway. So what do you think? Was it just a trick of the light, or something still haunting those prison walls? Would you dare to visit death row alone at night? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This terrifying video was posted by Dopdocua on YouTube, and it captures every camper's worst nightmare. A man was out in the wilderness, tucked safely inside his tent, enjoying a quiet camping experience under the stars, until he heard something moving just outside. Curious but cautious, he slowly unzipped his tent, only to come face to face with a massive bear. He quickly zipped it shut, heart pounding, as the bear began circling the tent, sniffing and pushing against the fabric, trying to get inside. In a moment of pure panic, he started shouting, and luckily that was enough to scare the bear away. But just imagine that, alone, trapped inside a tent with a wild bear inches away. What would you do in his situation? Stay quiet and hope it leaves, or make noise and risk provoking it? And would you ever dare camp again after an encounter like that? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This eerie video was posted by Bigfoot's testimony on YouTube, and it's giving serious chills. A woman was driving alone along a quiet forest trail at night. That's when she suddenly heard a bone-chilling scream echoing from deep within the woods.
What the fuck? Oh my god, no, fuck that.
The sound was loud, haunting, and unlike anything she had ever heard before. She stopped the car, scanning the dark tree line, but there was nothing there, just that eerie, echoing scream that sent shivers down her spine. You can almost feel her fear through the voice, alone, in the middle of nowhere, with something unseen calling out from the dark. What do you think made that sound? A wild animal? Or something far more mysterious? And be honest, if you were in her place, would you stay and try to find the source, or turn around and get out of there fast? The fear doesn't stop here, it only grows. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. This heart-stopping video was posted by Aidan Sargent on YouTube, and it captures one of the most terrifying moments you'll ever see during a base jump. Two thrill seekers set out to leap from the Twin Falls, Perrine Bridge, expecting an unforgettable adrenaline rush. But for one of them, it nearly turned tragic. As they jumped, one man's parachute failed to open properly, sending him plummeting straight toward the river below. You can feel the panic as he spins out of control until by sheer luck he hits the water instead of the rocks. Miraculously, he survived with no serious injuries. Just imagine, what if there hadn't been water below? Would you still dare to jump from such heights, knowing one wrong move could mean disaster? Adrenaline or not, is that kind of thrill really worth the risk? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. A TikTok user posted this chilling video, and it's something straight out of a nightmare. A lone hiker decided to explore the forest at night, surrounded by nothing but darkness and the eerie whispers of the trees. While walking, she stumbled upon a black hole in the ground, which looked like an old forgotten well. Out of curiosity, she leaned closer to see what was inside. That's when everything changed.
¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon eso? ¿Qué? Se oye allá abajo. ¿Hola?
From the darkness below, a shadowy figure with glowing eyes suddenly appeared. When she called out hello, the creature responded with a distorted, inhuman sound that sent chills down her spine. She screamed and ran for her life, leaving the camera rolling behind her. What was that thing hiding in the well? Was it trapped or waiting? If you were in her place, would you have dared to look inside or turn back the moment you saw it? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This jaw-dropping video was posted by a Reddit user, and it might just be one of the most nerve-wracking things you'll see today. Two hikers were crossing the iconic Hillary Suspension Bridge, one of the world's highest suspension bridges, on their journey from Phakding to Namche Bazaar, en route to Everest Base Camp. The bridge swayed high above a deep valley, with strong winds and only narrow cables keeping it from disaster. Every step echoed with fear and adrenaline. One wrong move, and it's a straight fall to certain death. You can almost feel their hearts racing as they inch their way across, surrounded by nothing but the roaring wind and the dizzying drop below. Would you dare to cross a bridge that high above the ground? Or would you turn back the moment you look down? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This wild video was posted by a trailblazing teen on YouTube, and what started as a peaceful day in the woods quickly turned into a heart-pounding encounter. While hiking and enjoying nature, these friends suddenly spotted a huge bear walking straight toward them, and worse, it was eyeing their food cooler.
Wildlife is a huge part of being out in nature, and one of my craziest encounters happened while I was camping. As we were winding down for the evening, a black bear wandered into camp, eyeing our food cooler. It was bold, trying to grab it right in front of us. We had to shout and throw firewood to scare it off. It was a heart-pounding moment and a powerful reminder of how important it is to store your food safely in bear country.
Panic set in for a moment, but instead of running, they stood their ground, shouting and waving to scare it off. Amazingly, it worked. The bear turned away, disappearing back into the trees. That kind of bravery in the wild isn't easy. One wrong move and it could have gone very differently. If you were in their place, would you stand your ground and make noise or run for your life? And what's the scariest animal you've ever come face to face with in the wild? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This chilling video was posted by a TikTok user who went camping deep in the woods with his dog, expecting a peaceful night surrounded by nature. But what was meant to be a relaxing experience quickly turned into a terrifying one. As night fell, strange, unexplainable sounds started echoing through the forest. His dog began growling and barking, staring into the darkness as if something or someone was out there. Yet, when he looked around, there was nothing to be seen.
Without a doubt, the creepiest campsite we've been to. After arriving late to the campsite, there was nobody else there. It was very quiet, but for some reason, I just had the hairs standing up on the back of my neck, and the dog was constantly growling at different things, and heaps of animals in the surrounding nature. Not usually a scary thing, but just for some reason, this particular camp spot at this time of night just really put the wind up me.
The eeriest part, they were completely alone at the campsite, miles away from civilization. Every rustle and echo made his heart pound faster, and the forest suddenly felt alive with unseen eyes. So, what do you think it was? Something natural, or something else entirely? And if you were in his shoes, would you stay to investigate or get out of there before things got worse? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This eerie video was shared by a TikTok user who captured one of the most terrifying moments of her life.
I think I found the perfect camping spot. What the fuck? Hello? Hello? Oh, hell no.
She went camping deep in the wilderness, far from civilization. As she wanted to begin setting up her camp, she casually called out, "Hello," just to make sure she was alone. But what happened next sent chills down her spine, her voice answered back. Startled and confused, she looked around, but there was no one there. No campers, no hikers, no sound of footsteps. Just her and the echo of that haunting reply. With her heart racing, she grabbed her gear and ran from the spot, not daring to look back. What do you think that was? An echo? A prank? Or something far more mysterious hiding in the woods? And if it were you, would you stay to find out or run just like she did? This chilling video was shared by Rocky Mountain Sasquatch on YouTube, and it'll make you question what's really out there in the woods. While exploring deep in the forest, he captured something truly strange. A tall, dark, human-like figure moving quickly between the trees. Its movements were sharp, deliberate, almost intelligent. And here's where it gets even creepier. Nearby was a wooden structure, the kind often rumored to be built by Bigfoot itself.
And then on this expedition, Duke and Kelly documented another Bigfoot-shaped track near the same location. Not saying we captured Bigfoot at the structure, I don't know what it is, but it's interesting to point out. When I put out our expedition video with this structure in it, I saw what appeared to be a humanoid-like figure in the woods peek at us quickly twice from cover of the aspen trees. Not saying it's Bigfoot watching us inspect this log structure. However, Duke found a 16-inch long Bigfoot-shaped track next to the structure that he believes is pretty fresh. And after finding the same humanoid subject in a still photo of the structure in the same general area as the peeker on video, thought I would point it out for you all. When I zoom in on the photo, the creature or whatever it is has a lighter shade of color in the face area. That looks like possibly the hip section or shoulder blades. I'm not an expert on bones. Don't know if it's a deer or elk, but something must have had a mill right here. Yeah, you check it out, Jen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Viewers have been debating non-stop. Some are convinced it's real proof of Bigfoot, others think it's just a person in disguise. But the mystery remains unsolved. So what do you think? Was that really Bigfoot caught on camera, or just something our minds can't quite explain? And if you were there in that forest, would you follow the figure to find out, or run before it notices you? Boner TV, a channel known for paranormal activities and exploring some other random stuff. In this video, he explored an abandoned mining village in Japan, a place steeped in tragedy and rumoured to be haunted. He spotted a lone figure standing by a pole, but when he waved, the man bolted unnaturally fast into the woods. Who was he? A villager, or something else?
Alright, that was really friggin' weird. So, I was coming around this bend, and there was somebody standing there. I swear, someone's just standing there right at that orange pole thing. And I waved to him. And then for some reason he just took off. All the way down there. I have no idea why. Well, that was weird. Hello? I have not been down there yet. It's also kind of strange how there's just this random flat area. Thought I heard something. Kind of nervous about going down there. Like, who the hell did I just see?
Moments later, a voice echoed in the woods. He called out, but no one answered. Would you have stayed or run back to the car? Then, a little rock was hit against his vehicle. No one was around. Was it a warning?
But yeah, like there's literally very little tread on the outs. The hell was that? Someone just literally hit the car. It almost sounded like somebody threw a rock at my car. What the f***? Okay, something really weird is going on. Hello? Can you not do that, please?
Finally, his light cut out by itself right after the spirit box whispered locked. Coincidence or proof the dead still walk here?
So that way we can chill here for a little bit. Not too long, but I'm just curious as to who the hell that person was that ran off into the woods. Like, are they actually living out there? Whoa. The light just went out. Did you do that? The hell?
Some places never let go of their shadows, but things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that shows that. A YouTuber, Moxley's Paranormal World, who is known for his terrifying solo investigation in the dark and the most haunted places imaginable, shared this scary encounter. He ventures deep into a forest whispered to be home to the Dogman, a cryptid said to terrify anyone foolish enough to wander in alone at night. While walking around the forest, branches snap in the distance, voices come through the spirit box, chilling words like optimism and Jordan. Imagine standing there alone when the device suddenly blurts. A girl was killed. In the night, alone by yourself, hearing these strange words, what's your next move?
You show yourself.
A woman here.
Oh, every noise has got me on edge. A woman here. Is she here with me now?
A girl was killed.
A girl was killed. Okay.
Photo.
Photo.
We don't mean harm.
You don't mean harm. There has been a lot of...
I feel lost.
You feel lost? Are people mistaking your presence for somebody who needs some help?
Choose.
Choose. Right, it said church. Look at this, what I've just found.
Watch what I do.
Watch what I do. Are you going to do something for me? Right, I'm literally trying to take a little bit of cover just here at this at these trees, because that wind was absolutely picking up. The trees above me were just going like this.
Many words kept coming out of the spirit talker devices. Would you keep walking or run? Then words like, have been here for a century, I was burned. Does that mean the spirit has been lurking here for centuries? What would you do? Keep pushing forward or escape before it's too late? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. We got this story from Midwest Ghost Hunters on YouTube, a channel well known for its terrifying explorations of haunted places where the line between the living and the dead often blurs. His journey begins at the Red Bridge, haunted by the spirit of a woman who drove off and died. Legend says if you stop your car, her ghost appears and you'll never start it again. Some even claim she pushes cars off the bridge, leaving behind her ghostly handprints. Suddenly, branches move on command, not the wind, but as if something unseen is answering. Imagine asking a spirit to show itself, and the trees obey. What are you doing next?
Ma'am, could you show yourself on this bridge? Oh, whoa. What the? Whoa, that bridge just moved. I might be going crazy, but I saw that branch over there start swaying back and forth. I know it's windy, but it isn't that windy. Okay, I gotta check this out. It was this one, right here. Holy crap! Okay.
He then saw a shadow in a mist form. Then a woman's voice echoed beneath the bridge, whispering for help. His entire body tingles as if the air itself is alive. Is it true that ghosts truly haunt people? Would you dare cross that bridge alone?
Whoa. I think I got something in that one. I caught another one. Whoa. There's a freaking mist right over here. And it's gone now. It's completely gone. Whoa. Holy moly. It was just right over here. And now it's completely gone. I got a weird feeling over here. I'm getting like a tingly feeling in my whole body. Whoa! I just heard a woman's voice. I couldn't tell what she said, but it sounded like it came from, like, under the bridge. Hello there. I heard you loud and clear. Are you underneath this bridge? I'm gonna try to get as far down here as I can.
The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. Chussa Chad on YouTube shares this terrifying encounter in the woods. He's known for going to haunted, abandoned, and mysterious places, and trust me, this one will make your skin crawl. He slips into the park after midnight. The gates are locked, the warning signs scattered everywhere, but curiosity pushes him forward. The trail twists, the night air heavy, almost suffocating. Suddenly, movement. A shadow darts across his path. Too quick for a person, too solid for a trick of the light. Was something following him? On the ground, a flashlight still glowing, a number scratched into its side. Who left it there? And why does it feel like a warning?
Yo! Yo, look. Let me turn my light off. Look, there's a flashlight that's on. That's just sitting right here. What the hell? There's just a flashlight sitting here. Okay, what the hell? It has number 7 on it. Or an L? Or a 1? Or something? I don't know. Looks like a 7 to me. Okay, that's really weird. That's weird. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. I don't know what is going on with that. But, okay, look at where I am, dude. I walked kind of far back here.
He sensed there was someone in the woods, but nothing was visible to him. He heard a voice, but when he spoke, nobody has responded. Are they trying to lure him into the forest? If this were you, would you dare take another step deeper? Or would you run before the forest swallows you whole? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. We got this story from Urban Ghosts on YouTube, a channel known for diving deep into the world's creepiest, most haunted places. This time, the adventure took him into the Clemson Experimental Forest, a place surrounded by unmarked graves and whispers of restless spirits. He hiked deep into the woods, no flashlight, only darkness closing in, not knowing what to expect. Will you dare hike alone at night with no flashlight to see what is going on around you? Suddenly, the Spirit Talker app lit up with a chilling message. Fail. Stay out of the forest.
But it is so cool. Words cannot describe how eerie it is out here. And the feeling. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It said fail and stay out of the forest. Holy crap. Oh, my noise was off. Why don't you want me in the forest? Huh? Other people come out here and have a good time. Why can't I be here? Is it because I'm doing what I'm doing? Well, don't be shy now. Come on. I'll put my tripod down for a second. Because I just got those hits. Let's see if we get anything else right here.
Who was warning him, and why? After being warned to stay out of the forest by a spirit app, will you want to go further? Nobody knows what to expect in the forest after being warned not to go. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Franco TV on YouTube, a channel known for solo explorations into places where fear feels alive. It's pitch black 11:31 PM, the same time strange things happened here before. He steps into the Skinwalker Ranch. Out of nowhere, 2 glowing lights pierce through the darkness in the distance. They don't move like an animal. They don't shine like anything human. Just hovering there, silent, watching.
Right now I have my IR light on. There it is. There it is. I see you. Oh, what the fuck is that? Yo, I thought there was like people in the trees. Look at that. There it is. Oh my god, that thing is tall. I want to see if I could walk inside. I don't even want to walk inside, to be honest. But I'm going to see if I could get a little bit closer to see what the hell those eyes are. Fuck. Did it move? I did hear like a snapping of wood. Hola! Oh shit. Fuck was that? There's definitely somebody in there. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that definitely sounded human.
What do you think that was? Could it be something, or someone placed it there to keep an eye on the forest? Would you keep walking, or turn back before it finds you? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. We got this story from Black Mass Paranormal on YouTube, a channel known for exploring the darkest corners of Appalachia, where legends are said to walk in the night. He was hiking deep in the forest when he froze in his tracks. Standing right in the middle of the trail was what he called a baby squatch, upright, motionless, its dark eyes locked on him. Just imagine. You're alone in the woods, and something like that is watching you.
Base of this trail. And he's just as confused as I am. That is a baby squatch standing in the trail. Look at that. He's like frozen, standing straight up. I'm looking at him and I'm wandering off.
But here's the real question. If the baby is here, could the mother be hiding close by, silently observing? What happens if that baby lets out a cry, and the mother decides to strike? Imagine being in the forest surrounded by animals you don't know, the version of them you're facing. Would you dare keep going, or run before the dogman finds you? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This story comes from a Reddit user who was hiking deep in Algonquin Park when she stumbled upon something truly unsettling. She captioned it, "Creepiest thing I've come across in the Algonquin backcountry."
I'm not going any farther, but...
Hidden beneath the forest floor was what looked like the remains of an old cellar, the ruins of a long-forgotten cabin that had collapsed. The ground itself seemed to swallow the whole structure, leaving behind nothing but shadows and mystery. Old, rusted objects were scattered outside. Iron tools, twisted and unrecognizable, as if abandoned in a hurry. Who left them there? And why was this place left to rot in silence? Imagine being alone, miles away from civilization, and suddenly discovering a crumbling cellar in the middle of the woods. Was it just history? Or is there something more sinister still lurking beneath the earth? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. This video was uploaded by Rugged Road Explorers on YouTube. He is known for hiking deep into the remote regions of the Rocky Mountains and the vast deserts of the American Southwest. He shared this unsettling journey that caught attention. It started normally. He was making his way along a cliffside in southeast Utah searching for ruins, but then something strange appeared, clear in the dirt, a massive track too large to dismiss. Was it a panther or something far stranger?
The reason I slowed down is because, check it out. Right here, I don't know if you can see it. That's a panther track right there. Alright. I like being up top where I've got a lot of clear area to see. This is getting tight in here.
Deep in the ruins, silence fell heavy. The place was too tight, but he kept pushing forward. A dead rat lay in the shadows, a warning of something lurking nearby. Would you keep going after seeing that, or turn back immediately? Then he captured something even creepier. Old handprints covering the walls. Whose hands were those? Ancient dwellers, or something still haunting these cliffs?
Oh, look at the handprints. Hold on, I gotta zoom in for you guys. That's pretty awesome, and they really, really show up. Look at that. All over the wall there. Well, they really took the time to smooth out the inside.
What do you think? Was this simply history preserved, or something alive in the ruins? Some places never stop watching you. This chilling video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures one of the most intense encounters you can have while hiking alone in the forest. Everything was peaceful, the sound of birds, the rustling of leaves, until he noticed something massive moving forward in the forest trail. A gigantic moose with enormous antlers began walking straight toward him. You could feel his fear through the camera. He quickly ducked behind a tree, barely breathing, hoping it wouldn't notice him. Because when an animal that size decides to charge, there's nowhere to run. Imagine being deep in the forest, no one around, and this huge creature starts approaching you. Would you stand still and face it, or hide and hope it walks away? Sometimes nature's beauty can also be its most terrifying side. What would you do in his place? This chilling video was shared by a TikTok user who went hiking deep in the forest, just to enjoy the calmness of nature. Everything seemed peaceful, until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, a strange, thunderous growl echoed through the trees, loud, deep, and unsettling.
I think it's time to go.
He looked around, but there was nothing in sight. No movement, no sign of life, just that terrifying sound getting closer and closer. It felt like an unseen predator was watching, waiting. Realizing something wasn't right, he decided to leave before things turned dangerous. But what could have made that sound? A hungry wild animal? Or something far more mysterious hiding in the shadows of the forest? If you were in his place, alone and surrounded by that sound, would you stay and investigate, or run for your life? Sometimes the forest is quiet until it wants to be heard. This fascinating and slightly eerie video was posted by a YouTube channel, Outer Range, who hiked through a mountainous area full of ancient ruins. As he explored deeper, he stumbled upon something truly unbelievable, a 2-story building built right into the mountainside.
That's what I seen when I was glassing, but on the backside, look here, whole nother structure. Looks fairly, wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. See, it's built in, can't wait to get up there and see this.
The structure looked ancient, made entirely of clay and stone, standing silently against time. It was clear that people once lived here, but why would anyone choose to build their home inside a mountain in such an isolated place? Was it for protection, a hidden community, or something far more mysterious?
There's like a pocket right over here. Very cavernous area here, but it only goes back maybe 2.5 feet. I don't want to walk in or try to get in because the way this door was built, or it looks a little, let's see if I can brighten this up. I'll just reach in here. It even has an old piece of timber in here that was used for something. Oh wow, this is so, goodness, look at this. Let's see if I can, hopefully you can see the walls they're just black, completely black. So this one little, if I could give you a dimension, it's like 5 feet by 5 feet. But look up here, look up above.
You can almost feel the whispers of history in the cold mountain air. If you were the explorer, would you dare to stay overnight in that old mountain house, surrounded by nothing but silence and shadows? Or would you turn back before discovering what still lingers there? Some places were never meant to be found. Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This terrifying video was shared by a TikTok user who went hiking alone through a quiet forest trail. Or so she thought. The walk started peacefully, just the sound of leaves and birds, until she suddenly heard something strange. A loud growling, soft at first, whispering from the bushes. She stopped, looked around, but nothing was there. Then it came again, louder this time, closer. Her heart started racing. What could be inside the bush trying to get her attention when she was completely alone? Fear took over, and she did the only thing that made sense. She ran. But the eerie voice kept echoing behind her as she escaped down the trail. What would you do in that moment? Would you turn back to find out what was making the sounds? Or would you run before it's too late? Sometimes the forest speaks, but not every voice wants to be found. This video was shared by YouTuber Dave Explores, who ventured deep into a remote mountain range, but what he discovered left him speechless. Carved and painted across the Rocky Mountain wall were ancient red drawings, strange human-like figures, and symbols that looked far too deliberate to be random.
It's just insane to think about how old these are and they're still here. It is amazing. Like, I wonder what they were thinking about when they made these, you know? Obviously that one is of a person, but then what's this huge thing that looks almost like a fish in a way? And then a really tall person, look at that, it looks almost like a monster. Huge legs, just going way up. That's crazy to look at, isn't it? Over 200 years old, at least. Got the lizard person, and then whatever that was supposed to be. Looks like a face, doesn't it? That's what that one looks like.
The markings seem to have been there for centuries, weathered by time yet still eerily vivid, as if someone wanted their message to never fade. But what were they trying to say? Were these warnings, ritual signs, or perhaps a message from an ancient civilization that once lived here? If you stumbled across something like this, alone, in the middle of nowhere, would you keep exploring to uncover its meaning, or turn back before discovering something you weren't meant to see? Some markings tell stories, others warn you to leave. This intense video was posted by YouTuber Black Crag, who decided to take his adventure to the next level quite literally. He hiked high into the mountain valley, a place so steep and dangerous that most people wouldn't even dare to go near it. One wrong step and you'd tumble straight down the rocky slope below. Yet, he pushed forward, driven by the thrill of exploration and the breathtaking view waiting at the top. The wind roared wildly, echoing through the cliffs, as if warning him to turn back, but he didn't.
Gonna start concentrating and digging in, but before we do that, look at it. Look at it down the valley. Oh hell, cat bells there. That's stunning. The whole lot, look at it. Right, concentrate now. Let's go straight up here. A little bit polished. So we've got a bit of a decision point here. We can go around the edge here, look around to the left, and then up the back of this crag here, or we can just tackle it straight on. So we're going to go straight on. It looks pretty steep actually. Well, we'll go and have a look. So actually, yeah, as you get a bit closer, you can kind of see that you can just pick your way up anywhere, look, any which way you fancy. So let's try this way first. It is kind of polished, look, see that there? Quite a bit. But we'll go up this central bit here, and then that's pretty much it done, I think. Oh, I need two hands. Oh, got my foot stuck. Yeah, it was okay. It's a bit tricky with one hand and trying to film and point it the right way. But if you do come here, to be mindful, it is polished. It'll be different in the wet as well. And I reckon in the winter, if it ices up, that'll probably stay iced for quite a long time, you know. Even when other places have thawed, I bet it's covered in thick ice. So that's 2 done. 1 more to do here, and then it's pretty much straight up, I think. Straight, you know, kind of plain sailing. Get my breath back first. Oh, this looks very straightforward actually. It looks pretty tricky from below because you can't see this shelf, but it's all right.
Standing there surrounded by nothing but clouds and the raw pulse of nature, it was both terrifying and beautiful. Would you ever dare to climb this high just to experience that feeling? The edge of fear meeting the edge of freedom? Or would you stay safe below, watching from afar? Sometimes the best views come with the greatest risks. The fear doesn't stop here. It only grows. This eerie video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures something truly unsettling deep in the woods. While hiking through the forest during a storm, he noticed the trees swaying violently, almost as if they were alive, fighting against the wind. One by one, the branches began to snap, and the trees groaned like they were about to collapse. The storm raged harder, but instead of running, he stood still, recording as nature unleashed its fury. The sight was both mesmerizing and terrifying. Imagine being alone in the forest, the wind howling, the trees bending to the point of breaking. Would you keep filming, or turn back before something falls your way? Sometimes, the forest doesn't need creatures or ghosts to be terrifying. Nature itself can remind us just how small we really are. What would you do in that moment? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This incredible video posted by YouTuber Josh the Intern might just be one of his most mysterious adventures yet. He discovered an 800-year-old document that described a hidden medieval prison, buried deep in the mountains, a place few have ever seen. Using only Google Maps and his courage, he set off on a long, exhausting hike. After hours of climbing through rugged terrain, he finally stumbled upon something chilling, an ancient stone tower, standing silent in the middle of nowhere. Inside, he found a dark cave, a prison carved into the heart of the mountain.
So I'm just by the structure I could see on Google Earth, and here is the cave we need to try and find a way into. And from here you can almost see that is bricks piled up. That is not naturally done. We'll go explore the structure beside it because it must be related, and hopefully we can find an entrance leading into that cave somewhere around it. Big brick walls. Question is, what is this structure? Is there any way inside? Oh, yes there is. Here we go. That is an entrance into the cave. That structure that we saw over there, this building that I'm in now, obviously housed the entrance inside, which confirms for us that this must be the prison. This must have been a guard post. I have never seen anything like this before. Look at this. I mean, it's exactly how it's described in the historical documents. We have found it. Whew, let's go inside and explore. You got a little structure here too. Maybe this is where the bed was?
This was really built to be hidden. Here you can actually see a carved actual place here. Maybe they would have put candles to light at night.
But why would anyone build a prison here? Isolated, unreachable, with no escape and no roads leading in or out. Who were the people once trapped here? Would you dare to hike into the unknown, chasing a mystery that's been buried for centuries? Some secrets were never meant to be found. This fascinating video was shared by Archaeolog, a YouTuber known for uncovering hidden treasures lost to time. While treasure hunting deep in the forest, his metal detector suddenly gave a strange signal. Something big was buried beneath the ground. Curious, he began to dig, and what he found left him completely stunned. Hidden beneath layers of dirt was an ancient box, weathered by time. When he opened it, the contents glittered. Coins, jewelry, and priceless relics. Treasures that looked like they had been buried for centuries. But here's the mystery. Why would someone hide something so valuable in a place like this? Was it meant to be protected, or was it never meant to be found? If you were the one who uncovered this treasure, what would you do next? Keep it, report it, or dig deeper to uncover the full story? Every treasure tells a secret. This chilling photo was shared by a Reddit user who was hiking deep in the woods when he stumbled upon this. A doll's head, mounted on a stick, standing alone in the middle of the forest. He snapped a quick picture and turned back immediately. But the real question is, who put it there? Was it meant to scare people away, or is it a warning sign left by someone who didn't want to be found? The woods were completely silent, no one around, just this creepy figure staring back. If you came across something like this while hiking, would curiosity make you go closer, or would instinct tell you to run before things get really strange? Sometimes the scariest things in the forest aren't animals, they're the things left behind by humans. What do you think this could mean?
This creepy encounter was shared by Midwest Ghost Hunter on YouTube. Imagine spending a night alone in Wisconsin's most haunted cemetery, Dartford. Locals whisper of Civil War soldiers marching through the graves, tombstones that glow and shift in the dark. He was calling out for signs when suddenly a rattling gate. No wind, no reason, just a violent metallic shake in the dead silence.
Old water pump here. That's pretty cool. See if anyone's over here. Whoa, what was that? It was like a rattling sound. That sounded like the gate. Oh. And there's no wind out here.
And then, a whisper, faint, unearthly. He felt eyes all around me, and that was only the beginning.
Could you come and talk to me? Oh my God. That just sounded like a whisper. A whisper in there. Holy shit, I haven't even gotten in there yet. And already stuff's popping off.
As he finally wanted to enter the graveyard, he swore he saw something standing behind the tree.
He's really on there. Alright, I undid the gate. Now what? Oh God. Whoa. Dude, I swear to God, I just seen something standing right there. It looked like a figure.
standing right by the tree. It was a tall white figure watching me. It was like a person. Oh God, holy shit. Oh my God, this place is unreal. All right, I'm gonna open the gate.
He pushed the cemetery gate open, and it slammed shut behind him with force.
Terry. Do you dare me to go in? If you want me to go in, just let me know. Whoa! Dude! No way! Oh, shit! Oh! Dude, that thing just freaking shut! It just shut! Dude, that thing just shut! It shut by itself. Look at that, it's like completely shut now. I had that thing wide open.
The cemetery gate suddenly shuts on its own. Could this be one of the Dartford spirits taunting me to leave?
His heart sank. Was it a warning? A dare? The spirits were making their presence known, and they didn't want him inside. This video was uploaded by Jose Flores Terror, a YouTube channel that posts creepy encounters and paranormal activities. This guy went camping alone in a cabin said to be haunted, deep in the forest, with nowhere to run.
Welcome to a new paranormal investigation. Right now I am practically in the middle of the mountain. I am completely alone, and behind me, as you can see, is this small cabin.
As midnight crept in, the silence was shattered first. The window creaked open on its own. Then came the whispers, faint and chilling.
Or something tonight, I think it's quite important to do it. If there is any entity in this cabin that wants to manifest itself tonight, they can do so. I'm going to be here all night. You can introduce yourself in any way. I just heard a knock upstairs. I don't know if you heard it. And the energy meter is going completely crazy because it goes up and down all the time.
Moments later, footsteps, slow, heavy, and getting closer.
Oh, I don't know if this was there just now, but it just gave me goosebumps. I'm shaking right now, but I don't know if just now that they knocked on the window, you could hear them knocking on the window, you can hear it there. I don't know if you can see in this part here, some hands marked on the outside of the window, and they're very large hands. Hello? The window just opened. The window just opened. Is anyone there? Footsteps are being heard up there.
Imagine being trapped there, in the dark, with nothing but thin walls separating you from whatever was outside. Was it the ghost that haunted this cabin? Or something else lurking in the woods? If it were you, would you stay to find out, or run into the darkness? And most importantly, what do you think was making those sounds? Paranormal Discovery shares his encounter while camping. He drove down a lonely dirt path to haunted forest, completely alone with only his dog. From the moment he stepped out, the air felt wrong. No birds, no insects, just silence. Every shadow seemed alive.
Alright, I feel like this is from when Angela and I came, so that's cool. Don't have to set up a rock formation. Looks like everything is fairly damp. I mean, some of this birch here will still be able to light.
After settling down late in the night, Suddenly, from the thick bushes, a loud, unearthly voice echoed through the silence.
The grounds here? Are you indigenous? Definitely indigenous. Alright, what's your message there, Ann?
Help speak.
Help speak?
Pitiful.
Help speak, pitiful. Like, legitimately, it may actually be dangerous. Like, really dangerous. I'm so incredibly sorry.
Okay, come on. Come on. Holy shit. Okay, what the fuck? Emergency. Alright, this might be an emergency. I got Kia in the freaking Subaru right now. I don't want her coming out. Okay.
It wasn't human. It wasn't an animal. Fear gripped him instantly. Every instinct screamed, "Leave now," but it is late in the middle night, nowhere to go. He just has to stay there till daybreak. But here's the question, what do you think that was? A wild creature? A paranormal entity? And if it were you, would curiosity keep you there, or would fear make you run? Exploring with Angola shared this video on this YouTube page. He went camping in the haunted forest in remote Canada. At first, everything seemed fine as he set up his tent and settled in. Most creepy things happen in the night. But as night fell, the forest grew unnervingly silent, until he said he heard a voice whisper his name. Heart pounding, he froze. Nothing in sight. He flashed his touch in that direction, but he found nothing.
It's getting a little bit cool now, but it's helping with the mosquito situation, so that's not so bad. They were bad earlier, but now it seems... I could have sworn I just heard somebody call my name.
Silence returned, so he decided to go and check. Maybe they could find what was making those sounds. He then heard another voice. This is really strange. Another hello echoed from dead ahead.
Hello. Okay. I just heard hello back. And it was dead ahead of me. What the fuck is going on right now?
His pulse raced. Who or what was calling out? Was it a lost traveler, a spirit lingering in the forest, or something far darker that wanted him to follow? This YouTuber, Camping with Josh, shared his experience of his solo wild camp. He set out for a solo camping trip deep in the foggy forest. At first, everything seemed normal. He pitched his tent, gathered his things, and prepared for a quiet night. But the deeper the silence grew, the heavier it felt. While exploring, he noticed something eerie, a strange white figure draped over what looked like a tree stump. It felt out of place, almost like a warning.
You guys gonna think I planned this? I didn't. I think Halloween's coming up, isn't it? Okay. This is a bit weird.
As night fell, he heard some unsettling noises coming from the bushes, too heavy, too deliberate to be just animals.
When the camera was off, I heard some really heavy movements in the bushes, and I'm pretty sure I saw something in the bushes as well. As I was standing still, there was this movement there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave my tarp here in the woods. My bag is already packed.
The forest grew unnaturally quiet, as though something unseen was watching him. Fear gripped him, and he decided to abandon his camp, convinced he was not truly alone out there. This Reddit user decided to go hiking in the mountains. But look at the weather. The path is buried in snow, the air is thick with fog, and visibility is almost zero. Every step feels uncertain, as if something could be lurking just beyond the mist. Imagine standing here, surrounded by silence except for the crunch of snow beneath your boots and the wind howling through the rocks. Would you keep walking forward, not knowing what lies ahead, or would you turn back to safety? What do you think is hidden in this fog? Just more snow and stone, or something else entirely? This was posted by the English Woodsman on his YouTube channel. This camper set out to test his long-awaited dream tent. After years of wanting it, he finally got his hands on one through a bundle deal. Excited, he pitched the tent deep in the forest and even tried out a brand new twig stove. But as night fell, the excitement quickly faded. The tent had rips, broken zippers, and even small holes in the roof. He patched them up as best as he could, hoping it would hold through the night.
A bit of candle wax, that'll work. Inside the tent, and there's something that I've realised what I didn't when I first set the tent up. There's some holes. I've got 1, 2, 3 holes here in the top of the tent, and if it does rain, well, that's the point where it's going to come down.
Then, just past midnight, things took a chilling turn. He heard it, something brushing against the tent walls. Footsteps circled outside.
Right, I'm going to get myself sorted out. I'll bring you back in a bit. Just being woken by something seemed to be walking around my tent a bit. And it's walked Dan up as well, because Dan's just messaged me. You know, the guy lines that you pull out, something I felt, no, not, I don't know, it's just, no, I don't know. See, there it is again.
Was it wildlife? Or something much darker lurking in the woods? Would you have stayed inside or dared to step out and face the unknown? BS Action Channel posted this video on YouTube. A seasoned hunter set out into the dense forest with his loyal dog, tracking a wounded boar. But what they stumbled into was far more terrifying than they ever imagined. Suddenly, the boar charged, narrowly missing them with its deadly tusks. Chaos erupted, but the hunter wasn't alone. His brave dog leapt into action, helping him regain control of the situation. Without the dog's courage and quick thinking, the encounter could have ended in disaster. This dramatic moment showcased an unbreakable bond of trust, teamwork, and loyalty in the face of danger. It's an unforgettable ordeal, a reminder of how far trust between a human and their dog can go. This picture was taken by a Reddit user. Have you ever seen anything like this in the sky before? No filters, no edits, this is exactly how it looked. A massive glowing ring is surrounding the sun, almost like a portal opening above us. This rare phenomenon is known as a sun halo. It happens when sunlight passes through ice crystals high in the atmosphere, bending the light into this perfect circle. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Throughout history, halos like this have been seen as powerful omens. Some cultures believed it was a warning of storms to come. Others thought it was a spiritual sign from above. So what do you think? Is this just science at work? Or could the sky be trying to tell us something? This was shared by a YouTuber, Ramble On. A father set out on a wild overnight camp with one goal, to keep a promise to his daughter. She asked him to capture the sunset. The ground was rough, the tent uneven, and the wind relentless, but he pushed on. Dinner was a simple dehydrated meal with noodles, chicken, and chili sauce, yet small mishaps made the night harder. His cup landed in sheep poo, his biscuits blew away, and the cold cut deep. As darkness fell, the wind roared against the tent, keeping him awake for most of the night. He barely managed a few hours of broken sleep, relying on layer and sheer determination. By dawn, clouds hid the sunrise, but he still honored the promise.
2 minutes until the sunrise, and here I am packing up my sleeping gear. I'm keeping an eye out. There's nothing happening at the moment because of all the cloud that's out there. So I thought things are kicking off, so I need to be getting my ass in gear.
Exhausted and battered by the storm, he packed up with pride, kept his word, faced the elements, and walked away stronger. Ray RLC, a YouTuber, posted his encounter in this mysterious area. This guy set out to hike on a mysterious trail in a remote area, one surrounded by chilling rumors. Locals say anyone who ventures here ends up with pounding headaches, dizziness, and even vomiting, yet no one knows why. Determined to test it for himself, he hiked deeper into the path. At first, nothing seemed unusual. He brushed it off when he thought he saw movement, just a deer.
Just saw something right back there. Oh gee, what was that? Oh shoot. Oh, I think there's, oh wait. Oh wait. Oh. Oh my gosh. It was just a deer. Okay.
But the deeper he went, the more unsettling it became. Suddenly his balance faltered. A wave of nausea struck out of nowhere, growing worse with every step. Finally, his stomach gave in. he vomited violently. The strangest part? As soon as he left the area, the sickness vanished.
Okay, stop. Stop. Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, I do not want to film this. I do not. Oh, this is going to be gross. I'm not going to film this. Whole sec.
Was this just nature, or is something much darker guarding that trail? This video was uploaded to Dead City Paranormal on YouTube. Two guys decided to explore an abandoned haunted house overnight. The moment they stepped inside, silence wrapped around them, heavy and suffocating. The walls were cracked and twisted, almost as if the house itself was alive, watching. The narrow passage stretched out before them, dark and unsettling.
Hello? Was that you?
At first, it was only the eerie stillness, but soon, faint movements echoed from other rooms, and some movements where they were.
Mate, was that you?
You're capable.
Was that you then that made that bang?
I didn't make no bang, no. My keys clicked, like...
No, I heard that, and then I heard like a poof. Mate, that's so weird. This is the first time we bring the box out.
And that's weird.
And it's like, what's that box?
What the...
Oh, mate!
What was that? What the...
Oh, mate!
What was that? Was that just falling?
I don't know.
They froze, realizing they were no longer alone. Was it a ghost haunting the ruins, or something even darker lurking just out of sight? The Moonpie Project posted this on her channel. She and her friend hiked deep into the woods, laughing and joking. As they walked past the trees in the forest, the air grew heavy, strange noises echoed, and they saw a Pookie Pie as they stood beside a river in the forest.
Do you want a moon pie? We should have left when I said it was safe to leave. Yeah, well, he can't cross the log. He can't go in the water. He's thinking about it. I was wrong. Stretching. I think he's coming up here.
But what is it doing alone in that place? They followed it. On their way, following it, they saw pictures of people on the floor and placed them on the wood there.
There's random pictures of people printed out up here. Okay, here you go.
Suddenly, the terrifying truth hit them. They weren't following the Pookie Pie. Something was out there, watching, waiting, and following. One of them ran immediately. She saw something strange.
Now it's okay, okay. Don't run, don't run, don't run. We can't run, don't run.
What do you think she saw? Would you keep calm and walk, or run for your life if something unseen stalked you in the woods. This video was shared by Marusha Outdoors on YouTube. She decided to spend a peaceful day camping by the lakeside alone. The weather was calm, and she enjoyed setting up her tent, thinking it would be a quiet night and enjoying the beautiful view of the lake. But as the evening settled, the sky shifted. Dark clouds gathered quickly, and before she knew it, heavy rain and sharp lightning strikes surrounded her tent. She sat down inside her tent as she watched the cloud strikes. Drinking her tea, she could hear the water pounding against the fabric and the storm roaring above. Every thunderclap made her heart race. Alone, in the middle of nowhere, the storm felt almost too close, too personal. If you were in her place, trapped in a flimsy tent with the storm raging around, would you feel safe, or would you think something else was out there with you? This hiker set out on his canoe, gliding quietly across the lake, when his eyes locked onto something deeply unsettling. At the edge of the water, a dog was trapped, half buried in the mud, its body pinned down by the weight of a fallen dry tree. The poor creature struggled faintly, as if it had been stuck there for hours, maybe even longer. The hiker rushed to help, trying to drag the dog free, but the mud held it like quicksand.
You've been here a long time. You in any pain? You okay, buddy? Can we keep going? A bit more.
Finally, after some time, he was able to put the dog out of the mud. How long had the animal been there? Was it just an accident? Or something far stranger? And here's the chilling thought. What if he hadn't found it? What do you think could have happened to that dog? In June 2023, the YouTube channel English Woodsman, a channel about solo wild camping, bushcraft, and eerie urban woodlands, returned to a tiny patch of trees where strange things always happen. He enters the creepy woodland and dedicates the trip to Pat, a viewer turning 100, showing the old fence posts she remembers from childhood. He gathers birch bark, realizes he forgot a lighter, and improvises with a gas stove to spark the fire.
My fire. So what I'm going to have to do is use my gas stove that I want to make my brew in the morning, and we're going to have to use this to light the fire with.
Pork chops hit the skillet. Sizzling fills the darkening woods. Night creeps in. Heart racing, he senses unease by the flames. Then, a strange animal-like sound from the dark.
Just feels so uneasy, so unsettled. Wow. I'm going to play that back and see if I've got that. I'm not too sure with, obviously snipped through the GoPro, but yeah, that sounded a very weird noise. Like a weird animal noise what I hadn't heard before. But let me know if you can put some headphones in or something. It's amazing how when it started to get dark in here, how different it sounds.
He retreats to the tent. Moments later, metal scrapes. His stove moves outside the shelter. He lies still, debating whether it's a fox or something else.
That's my stove, that. Hello? That was my stove being moved.
Dawn reveals evidence. The stove has shifted and the grill is missing. No clear prints. No answers.
So what I remembered last night on the stove, that stove were there with all that fire ash in it, and then it's like that now. Where's the grill? So yeah, the stove got moved. I'm not ruling out an animal, fox, badger, who knows.
But that wasn't the only terrifying encounter. Here's the next one. In the summer of 2023, a video was posted by Mindseed TV, a YouTube channel that explores haunted places through full night investigations. On this stormy night, they enter a plantation in Louisiana. They start by taking Polaroid photos in every room. Soon after, knocks echo from upstairs.
Like a knocking or something?
In the bathroom, the air is suddenly ice cold. Then, a step is heard in the doorway as the lights flicker.
Bro, it is cold in here. You feel that? Like walk in here?
When the photos develop, they show strange white wisps that weren't visible in person.
What's that? Okay, that's one of the bedrooms. Bro, is there a crow in that room? What? Look, that right there. Is that a crow? What the fuck is that? Maybe something on the mantle? Hang on, let me look at this closer. We gotta go see what's on the mantle in there. No. Oh. Hello?
Moments later, the EMF meter spikes and the box spells out disturbed.
Turn it on. The first word that came on was air. If it says something, just make sure you put it in front of your camera. Okay. So they can see it. Oh. What is it? Disturbed. Disturbed. During what? Disturbed during what? Oh shit. I was just getting a big spike.
A loud crash sends them downstairs. An iron chair has fallen over by itself.
There's a chair on the floor in there.
We go downstairs and we see that a chair made of wrought iron has fallen over, which is probably the source of the noise that we heard.
The SLS camera then maps a figure in the hallway, moving back and forth like it is watching.
Something moving that's not there. It makes you kind of question, is there something in front of you that maybe you can't see yourself?
What was that there? What? I don't know. Grab the skeleton over here for a second.
It does have its flaws. It's not perfect. I've seen it grab onto all sorts of things. It's grabbed onto lamps or coats on hangers. It is a bit finicky, but the thing that really spikes Colton and I's attention is when it draws a figure in a long hallway where there's nothing there, or in an empty room where there's nothing it can grab onto.
Oh, look. What? Front door.
What?
Look. It's dancing. You see it?
Downstairs, an old organ turns on by itself, playing a rhythm, and a bathroom light switches on without anyone touching it.
I can't believe that even works. Push it.
Then comes the most disturbing moment. The team asks if the spirit is there, and the house phone rings on cue. On the other end, long, heavy breaths.
No. Do you think maybe that's the owners? Why would they be calling this late?
Now, I know a lot of people who are watching this would think to themselves, well, so what? Like someone was calling the house phone. That's not that big of a deal. But it was pretty late at night. It was like 1 something in the morning, if I remember correctly.
Right now. Hello? Hello? There's nobody. Bro, what is that? Listen. Hello? What? Hello? Bro, what is that? Listen.
By dawn, a motion sensor trips, and a dark shadow moves past the upstairs window. The camera captures it just before it vanishes.
Camera. I got the very last edge of it, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me see what you got.
Bro, check this out.
When I saw what Colton had captured on his camera, I could clearly see a black figure. It looked like it was passing one of the upstairs windows. Part of me was so happy that he actually captured that when he was filming.
This night left more questions than answers, and one chilling sound of breathing that no one can explain. What happens in the next video is just as unsettling, maybe even worse. In 2023, the YouTube channel CJ Faison shared a video. This time, he and his friend Chris head into Maryland's Pocomoke Forest, known as one of the most haunted forests in America. They set up camp deep in the woods. As darkness falls, they split up to cover more ground. CJ tells the story of a missing school bus driver. And right then, a stick suddenly flies past him out of nowhere. He panics and runs, only to realize he's lost among strange hills.
Oh, shit! Oh, no! Holy... Oh! I'm pretty sure I just caught that on camera. Something just threw that stick at me. Chris!
Alone, he finds something unsettling, a glass bottle tied to a tree. It looks old, like it's been there for years. Then, in the distance, two strange lights appear between the trees, moving and then vanishing. When they finally reunite, things only get stranger. They discover the ruins of a collapsed basement, hidden in the woods, half buried in the ground.
Dude, that's a house. It's the bottom to a house, bro. What the? What?
Back at camp, they turn on the spirit box. Voices come through clearly.
There, here. Tell us where we need to look. What direction? Silent. Why is it silent?
Almost sound like eyes. That was whispered.
Later, while sitting at the table, something grabs CJ's arm hard and pulls it. Batteries keep dying, one after another. Footsteps can be heard circling their tents. It's not an animal. It sounds like two heavy feet pacing in the dark. And then, near the water, a chilling sound drifts through the trees, the faint blast of a bus horn.
Third one tonight.
Oh! What the f was that, mother?
Dude.
Turn your light that way.
God.
Oh, what?
That was God?
That was not him.
No, what was that? Chris. 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 Chris, there's somebody walking around my tent.
The legends of the Pocomoke Forest suddenly feel all too real. If you thought that was disturbing, wait until you see what comes next. On September 5th, 2024, the Sargi Family Channel, usually known for family vlogs and adventures, shifted into something much darker. That night, Mo set out alone to film on a haunted trail said to hide an old tomb. From the start, the forest felt wrong. His flashlight, freshly charged, kept flickering and shutting off as soon as he stepped deeper into the woods.
What the fuck? There's no way this battery's dying. This is not the best time for this right now. Come on, I just charged you. Fuck off. Alright, y'all. I am literally trying to film a haunted video in this damn forest all by myself, and as soon as I got in here, my flashlight started to malfunction. Like, it's a brand new flashlight or brand new charge. It won't even stay on. Look at this. This is so creepy.
Left in total darkness, he was forced to use his phone light until, without warning, the beam came back on. Mo searched the trail carefully, hoping to find the rumored tomb. All he discovered was a cleared patch of ground, overgrown but looking like something once stood there. Whispering into the silence, he admitted, "It might have been here." That's when the atmosphere shifted.
It actually might have been here. What the fuck is that? Hello? Originally, I came out here to film a haunted tomb. Apparently shit starts to happen at midnight. But I decided to come out a little bit earlier, just to make sure this tomb actually is here. What is that smell? Something stanky over here all of a sudden.
A heavy crack echoed from the brush, so close it made him freeze in place.
The trail literally does get looked after. Hello? Anyone there? Yeah, something big was just...
The air turned foul, the noises grew louder, and Mo confessed he felt like something was stalking him along the trail. Finally, shaken and outmatched, he aborted the mission.
I don't fucking feel safe. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh my god. Shit. Oh fuck. I'm freaking out. I think I'm gonna abort this mission, guys. I think this is a gone wrong abort.
Mo promised to return one day with friends to continue the terrifying search. Let's move on to another story that left viewers completely shocked. On October 14th, 2023, Oh My Gosh TV, a channel known for haunted explorations, entered a forest with... In September 2020, the channel Adventure Together, a channel where hikers share real journeys through wild landscapes, captured one of their most terrifying moments. While moving along a quiet trail, the forest feels calm and peaceful until sudden movement breaks the silence. Out of nowhere, a massive grizzly bear appears on the path, heading straight toward the hiker. The moment is caught in full view, and the sense of danger rises instantly in this scene. First, the bear seems curious, sniffing the air, and the hiker tries to stay calm. But as the animal keeps walking closer, the tension builds. The camera shakes slightly, showing just how close the danger really is. Every second feels stretched out, and the viewer can sense the fear behind the lens in this part. The bear finally pauses, standing its ground, and for a few heart-stopping moments, it's unclear if it will charge. The hiker speaks softly, trying not to provoke the animal, while slowly backing away. Relief only comes when the bear eventually turns off the trail, fading into the trees, leaving behind a chilling reminder of how small humans are in true wilderness. From one chilling story to another, this next clip takes us even deeper. On August 2025, the channel America's Parks, a channel that takes viewers on real hikes across U.S. national parks, shared one of its most terrifying moments in Glacier National Park. The day began with strong winds and a long climb, but everything changed when the trail curved and the hiker suddenly came face to face with a mother grizzly and two cubs.
And Boulder Creek valleys. I turned a corner and to my surprise found myself staring at three grizzly bears, identified by their humpbacks and short rounded ears. Clearly, it was a mother and two of her cubs, the greatest fear for any hiker. I did not see that one coming at all. Even while you're making noise, with all the wind out here, I don't think they heard me.
Only a few yards away, right on the narrow mountain path. In that instant, he realized the danger. Most attacks occur when bears are startled, and with the wind masking his approach, they hadn't noticed him until he was already too close. His first move was to reach for his bear spray, safety latch off, while the animals lifted their heads from foraging on the trail. With adrenaline racing, he steadied his breath and began speaking in a low voice, careful not to appear threatening. The cubs were curious, glancing up, but the mother never showed aggression. Step by step, he backed away, eyes locked on the family, until finally the grizzlies turned and moved back into the brush. The close call ended safely, but the chilling memory of standing so near to danger would never be forgotten. Urban Ghost shares this experience on their YouTube channel. Two hikers set out on a dangerous mountain trail to find a rumored abandoned plane crash site. The path was steep, muddy, and confusing, marked only by scattered dots on trees. Along the way, they battled exhaustion, slippery slopes, bees, and near falls, all while marveling at the breathtaking views of the wilderness. Eventually, after hours of struggle, they reached the crash site of a Cessna 414 from the early 1980s. The wreckage lay scattered across the hillside, with engines salvaged long ago, but twisted metal, wings, and parts still intact.
Just almost fell all the way down.
People have brought flowers out here and stuff. You almost fell all the way down? Yep. Be careful. How cool is this?
Pretty cool. I feel it makes me sad though if people died.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's definitely a sad situation, of course. Man. Took us this long to get out of here. Wow. Oh yeah, people have written all over it, scratched stuff into it. Oh yeah, and they painted skulls and stuff on it.
Wow, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, this was someone's...
The scene was haunting, yet fascinating, marked by flowers left in remembrance and vandalism from careless visitors. At the crash site, he tried the necrophonic spirit box. The device crackled, plain, leave, pain.
And just this area took the brunt of the impact, clearly. It's wild.
Were the victims still here, echoing through the wreckage? Or was something else answering? I came across this story from a YouTuber named Sophie, and it gave me chills. She set out on a hiking trip in the Scottish wilderness, planning to camp in a bothy, an old isolated shelter hidden deep in the forest. As she trekked through the quiet trails, she couldn't help but notice how different it was from Denmark, her home. Scotland's forests felt alive, beautiful, yet unsettlingly mysterious. After hours of hiking, eventually, she found the real bothy.
I think we found it. Yes, it's here. Look at this beautiful sight.
Bigger, more welcoming, yet still surrounded by the heavy silence of the forest. She cooked, settled in, and tried to sleep. But then, things took a strange turn. In the middle of nowhere, a car appeared outside the bothy.
We have here. It's probably just someone working here in the forest area. Yeah. But I don't understand how he could drive here, because the path we walked on to get here was super narrow. Or maybe there's someone in the car, sleeping, who wanted to be inside the bothy.
The path was too narrow for vehicles, so how did it get there? Was someone watching them? Or had they wandered into something far stranger? I came across this chilling story from a YouTuber, Dragon Bro Production, who went searching for what locals call the railroad lurker. They describe it as a tall, shadowy figure with multiple eyes crawling out of its face, haunting abandoned railways across the western United States. But why the railroads? Some say it waits there, preying on anyone foolish enough to wander too close. A man named Silas Walker claimed he saw the lurker one night. He warned, "Don't go poking around if you're not ready for the consequences." But the group ignored his warning and went to investigate. At first, they heard only rustling in the bushes, then shadows, figures, something watching. That's when they stumbled upon bones, a human skull, flesh torn to the bone. Suddenly the lurker appeared.
I've investigated.
Whoa, guys, stop.
I told you guys.
Guys, this is serious. There's like multiple pieces. There's a skull, there's a hand. Guys, he's like eaten down to the bone. Holy heck. Do you think there's more stuff like over this way? Bro, it's a human body, dude. Guys,
died out here, and then like they could have gotten eaten.
Okay, either way, we have to report this to the police. That's a dead. It's a dead human. What the heck? This is a dead human body. We have to report this to police, guys.
Yeah, his arms aren't even.
Is there more?
Attached.
Oh my gosh! Run! Go! Jeez! Crap! Oh my gosh!
So I have to ask, would you keep filming or run for your life? And why does this creature stay bound to the railroads? LENI Adventure posted this on his YouTube channel. This guy went out to explore what locals call the haunted snake farm. The story says a man once raised snakes here until one bit him, ending his life, and ever since, his ghost has been seen wandering these cursed grounds. As he walked deeper, the air grew heavier and the silence pressed in. Out of nowhere, a shadow darted across the grass.
Essa lenda aqui fez bastante sucesso lá no canal Chamos, há muitos anos atrás. E eu sempre quis vir aqui e acabou que nunca deu.
Could it be the snake keeper's spirit still guarding this land? He saw this abandoned building and decided to explore inside, and then he heard these strange sounds. His heart raced when he realized he had nothing to defend himself with, only his camera.
É o começo do vídeo, pessoal. Licença para entrar no local?
Then the figure appeared again, staring from the darkness.
Isso aqui, cara. Oh, meu Deus, pessoal, olha ali. Olha. Ali, ó. Apareceu de novo, pessoal. Apareceu de novo.
Whispers, footsteps, and strange noises surrounded him, making the old farm feel alive with the dead. Was it truly the ghost of the Snake Master, or something far more sinister? If you were in his place, would you keep exploring or run before the farm claimed you too? A YouTuber, Cursed Urban, posted this video. He went deep into one of the most notorious forests in the Midwest, often called the Bigfoot Forest. Almost immediately, he caught a foul, rotting stench in the air, something unnatural. Suddenly, a blinding flash of light appeared and vanished, like a camera had gone off. But no one else was there. As he pushed deeper, heavy footsteps echoed through the woods. The smell returned, damp and decayed. Something seemed to follow him, staying just out of sight, almost human in its pace.
So it's like, okay, I'll take that into consideration. Dude, I smell something. It smells like, what is that smell? I don't know if it's the wind blowing it over or what, but it smells like pond water. You know what I mean? Like moldy, like pond water. Like how wet, like, oh, if you ever smelled like a wet mildew carpet, be thankful if you haven't. But that's what it smells like.
By nightfall, the sense of being watched grew unbearable. Every step he took, it felt like something was taking one too.
Because it's the truth. And that is, I feel like I'm being followed right now. That is exactly what it feels like, is that I am being followed right now.
Was it Bigfoot or something far darker hiding in the trees? This encounter was posted by a YouTube user, 5050 Fishing. This guy went out camping, and at first, everything seemed peaceful. Just him, his tent, and the quiet of the night. But as midnight settled in, while sleeping, the calm turned into sheer terror. He heard a sound from outside of his tent. A shadowy black figure began pressing up, as if trying to claw its way inside. The fabric of the tent shifted, creaked, and he could feel the weight of something unnatural pressing against him.
There's something else here. First. What the? Yeah, that sounds like a bear, like for real.
His heart raced, his body frozen in fear. Was it an animal or something far more sinister? If you were trapped inside that tent, would you dare unzip it to see what's outside, or would you stay hidden, hoping it goes away? This video was uploaded to Cave Chroniclia on YouTube. A group of explorers ventured deep into a cave that stretched for miles underground. From the start, the place felt alive. The echoes roared like a tornado, and strange red stains marked the walls. Flowstones formed eerie stair-like patterns, and the tunnels twisted into bridges, unstable passages, and pools of dark water. As they move deeper, the cave twists into narrow tunnels. Would you keep going or turn back? The deeper they went, the more unsettling it became. Bats filled a vast chamber, their droppings thick on the ground.
It's the Grand Canyon of Indiana.
Is that all bat poop?
Yeah. That's not good. Oh, I see them up there.
They're hanging out.
Yeah, I see. Oh, there's one right there. Oh gosh. You don't want to breathe this stuff in.
While the cave itself split into endless paths, creating a maze where their lights began to flicker dangerously. Just when it seemed like the cave would never end, they stumbled upon an exit. But instead of leading back to the wilderness, it opened into a quiet suburban neighborhood.
Heck yeah, man. That was pretty damn cool. We were in there like 4 hours?
Yeah.
Dude, give me that fist bump.
You got it, bro.
Leaving one chilling question. How could such a place exist beneath ordinary streets? Night Encounters, a YouTube channel, posted this. They went deep into the woods, where abandoned houses stood cloaked in eerie silence. From the very start, the place carried a sinister presence, as if the trees themselves were holding back a secret. Stories told of a strange man, a possible cannibal, who once lived in these ruins. But were these just rumors? Or was something darker still lurking there? Inside the first house, the air was heavy, the rooms unnervingly small, and strange markings covered the walls. Whispers of movement and the suffocating sense of being watched made each step more terrifying.
That's weird, honestly. Like, super weird. What was that?
The heck? I just lost the game. What?
No, dude. That's weird. That's like, honestly, super weird.
Okay, bro, it's so dark. You can't see, like, literally anything.
The second house was even worse. The house looks very terrifying, and also has strange markings on the walls of all the rooms. Suddenly, they heard a strange sound. They were scared, they tried to look for what made the sound, but they didn't see anything.
Dude.
What made that sound? If you were trapped there, would you keep exploring or run before it was too late? Tiago Furacao, a YouTuber, shared the experience while he went to the Rancho mansion. The legend tells of a wealthy family who used the ranch as a weekend escape. But one fateful night, bandits attacked. The father tried to protect his wife and son, but the boy was shot and killed. His wife left him soon after, blaming him for their loss. Alone and broken, the man is said to have taken his own life, though some claim he was executed. Could it have been his wife behind it, or something far darker? Upon getting there, they found an old diary and heard unexplained noises. Tiago swears he saw a ghostly hand.
O que é isso aí? Eu não sei se isso aqui é diário. Vamos ver. A prece. O Senhor verdade.
Joga isso aí, velho. Não lê, não. Você viu?
Was it imagination or a spirit reaching out? Then it happens. A figure appears inside the house. A man, watching silently, before vanishing into the night.
Parecia que... sei lá, matar. Jogaram alguma coisa em cima da chave.
Que foi, Thiago? Ele não fala não, velho. Ele fica... O que foi que você viu? Fale, meu filho. Desenrole. Eu vi um homem aí dentro, cara. Não. Ele foi pra onde, Thiago? Eu vou saber.
Was it the tormented ranch owner? Or something that feeds off fear itself? After seeing so many scary things, they got scared and left the house immediately. What do you think is lurking around there? Nightmare Ranch is truly cursed? Or is there another explanation hiding in the shadows? This video was shared by Dead Appalachia on YouTube. This YouTuber set out to explore the abandoned tag tunnel in Lafayette, Georgia, a 133-year-old railway tunnel now slowly transforming into a cave. Along the trail, they encounter enormous spiders guarding their webs like sentinels, making every step feel like a warning not to proceed.
Oh, he's posting up. Posting up on us. Oh. He's square up.
When the tunnel finally comes into view, it looms like a black mouth in the side of Pigeon Mountain, exhaling a cold, damp breath. Inside, the air is frigid, water rises around their boots, and the walls drip with limestone and calcium deposits, slowly erasing the traces of human construction. Rubble piles from collapsed ceilings make the tunnel feel more like a grave than a passage. Deeper within, he finds scattered bones and unsettling silence broken only by his own footsteps.
Up here, this is a bone. Not sure what it could have been for. It may have been from... So this happened when I explored here years before I started doing my YouTube. But I went to this place and I found a half-eaten possum body in here. The entire back half was completely decayed. So I'm thinking that may be the bone from that possum. And this right here, this is the end of it. It really looks like a monster came in and just broke its way out, didn't it? Or broke its way in. All right, there we go. That's the tunnel. I love these like rocky ridges around here that encircle the trail. So if you were to go down yonder, there is an old man's farm, and he really does not like folks coming down there. There are no trespassing signs all around this area. I do not want my keister shot off by an old man with a shotgun.
So, if you stumbled on this abandoned railway tunnel, would you step inside, or would you walk away before the mountain swallowed you whole?